What's new, crew? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Vlogmas video. Here we are. Today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite holiday food items that Aldi sells. I look out for them every single year. These are my recommendations to you. I do these kind of seasonally. I'll link my fall one down below and the one of these for Christmas time that I did last year during Vlogmas. Cute Christmas mug. Brew yourself something warm to drink. I hope that you're all staying warm wherever you are, or cool maybe. I don't know if you live in a hot climate, but the wind and the weather is starting to get so cold here. So midday hot cups of coffee and hot chocolate are definitely becoming a thing. So let's go ahead and drink this and hop into it, shall we? The very first thing I'm going to be talking about are their gummies, their little fruit snacks. My son specifically loves these. They are their favorite. I love these because they're something really cheap and simple to throw in kids' lunches, or maybe bring to a school party or something. If your kids are having holiday themed parties and they need to bring a snack, these little fruit snacks are awesome because they're all Christmas shaped with Santas and reindeers and Santa's sleigh and snowmen and all the fun things. But it's also really cost efficient. If you're new here, I love budget all things. Finding good deals is something that brings me a lot of happiness. It's something fun that your kids can enjoy, but it's also not super sugary. It's not super yucky like those Little Debbie cakes, which we all love, and I will definitely get those too, but it's just something a little bit different. It stretches a lot further than those boxes of Little Debbie cakes, and it's something that could last possibly all through December. We love them, so I'm definitely gonna be picking up a handful of boxes of these because my kids love them. Talking about are their little pizzas. Typically you will find these in their here today gone tomorrow section in their freezers in the middle, but they have a star shape and a Christmas tree shape. They're different flavors, and I personally have never bought in these, but I love the idea of them. I think they're super cute. This is something that I just do with my kids. We make all of our own pizza crusts and things from scratch. If you're not new, then you know that I love making things from scratch, and it's something that brings me a lot of joy, and I love doing activities like that with my kids, especially during Christmas break when they're home and you might needing to find things to keep them busy anyways. Finding a pizza crust recipe and just shaping it into the shape of a star or a Christmas tree, or you could do a snowman, like literally whatever you want to do. Getting the pepperoni, maybe giving the snowman a red pepperoni scarf and like some mushroom buttons or something, whatever your kids will eat. And making a fun little pizza for your kids is totally something that I would do, but I do look for these every year because I think they're super fun. The next thing is something that I get every single year, not only for my kids, but for my nieces and nephews, and I will drop off a box at their house because my nieces and nephews are all at an age where these are really fun. But it's their little ice creams with the snowman and the reindeer or the Christmas trees. They have a couple different options, a couple different shapes and things, or figures that are Christmas related that the kids love, and I personally love these more than anything else that Aldi brings out for the seasonal ice cream treats because they're just typical flavors. They're chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. So they all taste like normal ice creams that kids really love. They're not weird flavors like some of the other cones and stuff that they come out with that are seasonal. They're super kid friendly, they're super fun. You get 4 in a box, which is perfect for me because I have 4 kids. Obviously my newborn isn't eating the ice creams, but it works out really well. I'll get a couple boxes and make it so that everybody gets a certain amount. Everybody gets a snowman, everybody gets a reindeer, everybody gets a Christmas tree or whatever it is. And it works out where I get enough boxes where everybody gets the same amount of ice creams. They're just a fun little snack for the kids. They never last that long. My husband also really loves them. My personal favorite are the reindeers, but that's because I like chocolate ice cream the best. Comment down below what your favorite kind of ice cream is, just because I'm curious. The very next thing I'm mentioning are their pretzel tubs. Aldi will sell a ton of different pretzel products during the holidays, and I know some people are like, they're just pretzels. Yes, but if you make Christmas candies and things like that, then you know how awesome these pretzel shapes are. We do dipped chocolate pretzels every single year with our kids. It's something that they absolutely love. It's something that my husband did with his mom growing up, so he loves partaking in that as an adult and doing it with the kids. So we do chocolate dipped pretzels, and specifically the ones that are fun little shapes, whether it be, I think they're stars, bells, stockings, and candy canes. And my kids love those pretzels. They also make just for a fun snack. So usually I'll get 2 tubs of those. I also get a tub of the pretzel rods because my kids will dip those in chocolate, and then we do like different colored white chocolates so that they can put on green stripes and red stripes and white chocolate stripes and all the things. My kids love to do dipped pretzels during the holidays, and then we put together little tubs of homemade Christmas candies and Christmas cookies, and we pass them out to the neighbors and things. So my kids love to partake in those. They make great snacks. They make a great activity, once again, if your kids are all home for the holidays for like Christmas break and you are looking for an activity for them to do. It is kind of messy, I'm not gonna lie, like with the melted chocolate. I guess it depends on the age of your kids too. My older girls, 5 and 7, don't make as much of a mess, obviously, as my 2-year-old does. But it's well worth it. I love the pretzel tubs. And then I will save the tubs after they're empty of pretzels, and I use them to store other things. They make great change jars, or I'll store like rice in them, or sometimes when I make bulk homemade pasta with my pasta maker, I put them in the old pretzel tubs, and it works for storage really well. So that's another bonus to that, but nothing to do with Christmas. The next thing I have to mention are the peppermint Oreos. I am a sucker for anything peppermint or like mint during December. Some of my favorite candies of all time are those Ghirardelli peppermint white chocolate squares. Oh, I love them so much. My husband gets them for me for Christmas every single year, and then usually he'll hide a bag on me because our wedding anniversary is in February. And then he'll give me the second bag for our wedding anniversary in February. So I usually get a handful of bags throughout the season, but the peppermint Oreos are so good. So good. It's basically just a typical Oreo, but they have chopped up candy canes in the Oreo filling. It's not a super overwhelming peppermint flavor, but it's just enough to like give you that little holiday flair. But it's enough where I'm not gonna sit down and eat the whole package all at once. It's just like 1 or 2 Oreos at a time, and then I get my fill. They basically remind me of a Thin Mint, but Oreo style. They're so good. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is also one of my personal favorites, and it's the white chocolate peppermint crusted pretzels. Ooh, these are so good. They're so good. They're basically the exact same pretzels that I talked about in those pretzel tubs, but they're all star shaped. They're kind of ridiculously priced for what they are. I think they're like $3, maybe even $4 a bag. You don't get a lot in the bag, but that does not stop me from buying 2 bags for December. And I could easily make these myself. I have made these myself, but I'm telling you, there's something about the ones that Aldi sells that are so much better than anything that I make, and I don't know why. It has to be like a placebo thing, but they're so good, so I recommend them every single year. If you remember, if you've been subscribed long enough, back in 2019 when I was pregnant with my son, I put a bag of these in my hospital bag, and like that's how much I love these pretzels. The very last thing I'm going to be talking about is something that I haven't ordered, or I haven't bought yet, but I plan on buying, so I can't talk about how great they are or anything, but it's something that's piqued my interest. I saw them last year, and I saw through Aldi's flyers and on their Facebook page and on their website that they are launching them this year for 2022's Christmas season. And I plan on picking these up if they're in stores when I do my big once a month grocery shop. I'm probably gonna get 1 bag, maybe 2, depending on price, because I think that's what stopped me last year was the price on these bags, but I've heard enough reviews that people really liked them, so I'm gonna give them a go this year, and that is their bag of peppermint hot chocolate chips. Basically what's in these bags are little pieces of chocolate chips, little pieces of marshmallows, and little pieces of peppermint candy. And I think they'd make really fun, really easy cookies. What I would do with this bag of like chocolate chip mix is just make my chocolate chip cookie base, and instead of just throwing in my chocolate chips, I would throw in the mixture of chocolate chips and peppermint and what are those called, marshmallows. That's what I would do, and make more like a peppermint kind of chocolate chip cookie. I think it'd be really good. You probably guessed, I really like peppermint through the holidays, but I'm not the only one. My mother-in-law also loves anything peppermint or like mint during the holiday season. Some of my kids do, some of them really don't. It really depends on the child. but I think they'd make a really fun cookie and a different cookie to add to like our holiday cookie roster, to put in those little tins that we hand out to the neighbors and different things like that throughout the holiday season. So I'm gonna keep my eye out for those, and I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy them this year, even if I think they're still expensive, because I'm sure the price hasn't gone down since last year. It's a seasonal item, so they can charge more for it, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna see how it goes and just try something new this year in the cookies, because that's really easy. That'll be a really easy cookie, but a new cookie. And that's really what I'm going for this Christmas. So kind of a shorter video today, just walking through all the fun holiday items that I'm going to be looking for while doing my once a month grocery hauls. Of course, my grocery haul videos are probably already up, so maybe you can see. Go back and watch my Aldi grocery haul and see how much of this stuff I actually was able to get my hands on this year, because some of this holiday stuff sells out really, really fast. Especially if it is in their here today, gone tomorrow section. If you see it and you want it, you gotta get it, because it is not gonna last. They really mean here today and gone tomorrow. Especially when you're walking down the aisle of shame. Don't even get me started on the aisle of shame during the holidays. It is a mousetrap. If you do not want to spend extra money at Aldi during the holidays, avoid those aisles completely, because they will suck you in. But at the same time, I find so many really great gifts during the holiday season in the aisle of shame from Aldi. Last year I got this spice rack for my sister. If I can find it, I'll put a photo up here, but it was 20 bucks. It was 20 bucks, and my sister loves it. And you get 5 years of free refills for your spices with this spice rack. So it was a great deal. It was a gift that I didn't anticipate everybody liking so much, because my dad wants one, my brother was talking about how cool it was and he wanted one. So I'm really hoping that they relaunch these things so that I can get more of them for like other family members, because they all loved them so much. I know that has nothing to do with this video really, but thank you guys so much for watching and taking a little bit of time out of your day to hang out with me. I hope that you guys are enjoying Vlogmas. I hope that the cup of whatever hot beverage you are drinking is still hot, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. Bye.